What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
What's up, Pixie Posse and wee little pixels all? Thank you for joining me here at Two Gun Pixie, your gateway for Legendary Gaming. Now, today's video is going to fit nicely into two different playlists. The first one, obviously, right here for Midday Monologue, which is where I do what I'm doing now, monologuing. I have thoughts, ideas about board games and Dungeons & Dragons. So I like to talk about it, and I use a whole day to do it. No, just 10 to 12 minutes usually. But it's also going to fit into our Dungeons & Dragons playlist. Yeah! You like Dungeons & Dragons? RPG, the role-playing game, right? How about the board games, dice games, card games? Oh, they're out there. I love them all. I have a playlist about previews, about reviews. I got unboxings of D&D stuff. We have Monologue where we talk about D&D stuff. My 20-sided warriors, my gamers, they do an update as to what happened in their game and their characters. And I do an update as to my table builds, how I do the builds, what I use, how it looks to start and how it looks to finish. If you love Dungeons & Dragons and you need to be checking out this playlist, please. We do a video every day of the week. There's a lot of videos. And if you want to stay on top of this and be a true member of the Pixie Posse, then please subscribe to the channel. But don't forget, you better tickle that notify bell. I get these words out. Better tickle that notify bell to make sure that you never miss one of our daily drops, which was usually noon Eastern Standard Time every day. So go check that out. Be a true member of the Pixie Posse. Now, today, we're going to talk about, well, you saw the thumbnail. You know what we're talking about. Why is there no pandemic Dungeons & Dragons? There should be. D&D has no problem letting themselves get skinned onto existing well-known games such as Clue and Monopoly, things like that. So why not Pandemic, who also likes to mix and match their title with others? We can do this. I don't know why they haven't gone on their first date yet. Come on, let's get these two kids together. I think they're going to have a lot of fun. So I think this is going to be set. I got my notes here. Already we're going to be reading from the notes. I think that this, I'm going to put this somewhere where it's nice and handy. What about, I'll be looking wherever. If you see me look away, that's what I'm doing. Looking at my bullet point notes and clearing away stuff here that's in my way, like Ron's die popper. Make some room here. Get these ideas out. So yeah, Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is hot. Everyone loves Baldur's Gate. Set it in Forgotten Realms. And that says a lot for me because I'm a Greyhawk guy. But I get it. Set it in Forgotten Realms. It's good for the product, and it's good for the players. So this is going to be the areas around Baldur's Gate, obviously, because in Pandemic it's not just one town, one city, right? You have so you have several areas that are surrounding each other. So Baldur's Gate and other access points are going to be around the area. Now there's going to be coordinated attacks. This game is about the Underdark versus Baldur's Gate, and there's going to be coordinated attacks coming from the Drow, the Duergar. Am I saying that right? That's how I've always said it. And the Mind Flayers, the Illithids, are going to be massively making their attacks on the surface realm. How is that not Pandemic feel? How's no one else thought of this yet? All right. So obviously the goal is going to be to stop the complete infiltration and conquest of the surface world. Now, mixing and matching these, right? So we have regular game mechanics from Pandemic that are going to stay. They're going to work. They have to. The Pandemic, right? And so right away, we have the Infection deck. In this case, the Infiltration deck. Yeah, that's exactly what it should be. And these cards, just like you do in the regular Pandemic, you're going to draw them to determine areas such as where the Underdark forces are going to emerge, such as Worm's Crossing, Blackgate District, and the nearby towns and areas. Okay, just like Pandemic, but with a D&D twist on it. Okay. So Outbreak and Breach, when a location is overrun, the corruption spreads to an adjacent location. This works just like the regular Pandemic game. So far, everything else needs to stay the same so far. You're going to use your cubes for your corruption and influence markers in the areas, and they're going to represent growth of drow and demonic presences, or maybe some illithid mind control, but it's going to represent that kind of stuff going on. Now, looking at some of the D&D themes that are going to be overlaid on this, first of all is going to be the player roles. The player roles in Pandemic are highly important. There's a lot of them. You can mix and match them, get real good replayability out of the different things, different abilities that each one of them can do. So bringing that over, porting that idea, so to speak, over to this system, I'm thinking a cleric of Lathander, who will be able to remove corruption more effectively, gaining bonuses maybe in specific holy areas that are on the board, right? Ranger or some sort of Underdark scout is going to be able to move quickly through the wilderness and the sewer areas and be able to see the incoming threats. The wizard is a sort of diviner instead of a combatant. I see it be worked out better, I think, as a diviner, and you'll be able to look ahead at the infiltration deck and be able to manipulate it. Usually the most common way board games do this is being able to take the top 2 or maybe 3, put them in any order, or put them on the bottom of the deck. We'll use that standard. That fits. There's no reason to go fancy or crazy with any of that. The rogue is going to act like a spy and is going to be able to ignore movement penalties and be able to excel at anything that's going to fall into the category maybe of behind enemy lines or something about that. Now, obviously, the fighter here is going to be your tough as nails mercenary character, able to reduce risk on breaches and clear multiple enemies in one turn. That's real important for that character to be able to do, and does make it feel more like a fighter. Now, giving a little diplomatic feel to the game, obviously, and because the class is so popular these days, it really wasn't 40 years ago, 35 years ago, is the Bard. Yes, bringing the Bard into it can manipulate the NPC factions in the cities to help bolster and resist the invasions. We got to go a little deep with this, right? We got to add in some ideas, some concepts. Now, being D&D, I definitely want to see a concept of some side quest mission kind of things going on here. Optional objectives will be drawn randomly, to grant boons, or maybe even delay some of the invasion that's coming on. This is Forgotten Realms. How can you do Forgotten Realms and not have the NPC factions somehow represented in the game? Like the Flaming Fist, the Harpers. We got to get them involved in it. So possibly aligning yourself with one of these is going to get you a bonus on something that you're able to do, a special ability, a one-time off MacGuffin or something. But yeah, that's going to be very important to help give it the feel of Eberron. I just got finished doing another video. The feel of Forgotten Realms. The feel of Baldur's Gate. Now, win or lose conditions, right? So you got to close all of the Underdark rifts and complete the key story objectives, such as defeating the Lolith Avatar, maybe, or collapsing the main entrance tunnel on them. We'll be able to get you that. Now, being defeated, obviously, just like Pandemic, too many locations overrun and breached. You need to draw more, and there's no more to draw. All of the lose conditions from normal Pandemic can stay exactly where they are. They're perfect that way. So, in a nutshell, that's what I'm thinking. There's other things too. Like maybe we could put in artifacts, artifact cards into it. I was thinking I got that right here. During play, and there'd be a single-use thing, just like your class abilities are, or your faction alignment abilities, which faction you've aligned yourself to. I don't mean alignment like lawful or chaotic. But yeah, so what do you think? Come on, isn't it about time? Why is there no Pandemic Dungeons & Dragons? I think this is a damn good idea. And if someone takes this idea and uses it, please just give me a little credit. Me and Two Gun Pixie a little name credit, a little recognition. And you know what? Send us like at least 5 copies. So me and Tom Vulo can have our own copy, and then we have like 3 to give away or something. And it's a good idea. Let's go for it. I'm in. Are you? All right, everyone. Hope you all have a great day and a greater tomorrow. Thank you for joining me here. I'm your buddy Big John G, and I am out of here.